Hi, my darlings. It's so great to see you again. I thought I'd make part 2 because, like, why quit while I'm ahead, right? So here's my Peak Trans story part 2, and it's been really awesome having the people who commented comment because they did exactly the right thing that you do in the trans cult. They followed protocol perfectly. Everyone in the trans cult is clapping for them. There's actually a very specific series of actions that one takes when in the trans cult when outing a TERF like me, and they're doing a great job, y'all. So let's give them a round of applause. By the way, it's good to hear from you, even though you're all hating on me. I know we haven't talked in like 10 years, but you're gathering all your friends from high school and, making sure you put hateful comments on my YouTube. Just quick question, like, what age level do y'all think that kind of sounds like? Maybe? Adolescence. If you said adolescence, you're right. Good job. So I'm just going to read I wrote an outline about what the trans cult does and how they function. So I'm just going to read it to you, and then we're going to have a lot of fun reading some comments. Two of the comments that were left on my last video. So you're in for a really fun ride. So it starts with Trans Cult Silencing Tactics, which is there are things they say. So any variant of how would you know you're cis, but I'm cis, etc. 2, saying something is white feminism. That's another silencing tactic of theirs. Calling you transphobe or transphobic. What's good? Blocking you on social media or harassing you, pretty enthusiastically on social media. That's another good one. Outing you as a TERF. Oh no, it's like a fucking witch hunt, right? They like out you as a TERF. They like call their friends, they text their friends, they're like, so-and-so's a TERF. They have to spread the word. Because if the word isn't spread, well, God, how are we gonna know who a TERF is, you guys? Then there's so that's the beginning of, like trans cult tactics. But so it starts actually with initiation. So there's joining and initiation, being socialized into, learning all the new buzzwords. And then there are proper ways to act or show allegiance to the trans cult. And once initiated, you've either turned trans, or if cis, assigned to being only a good ally, or in case of twans, a useless but obedient drone to their narrative, or cis scum. Everyone not in the cult is a transphobe. Okay? That's another, rule of theirs. And they're also out to ruin your life by refusing to use your made-up and nonsensical words, phrases, and new names for what was once referred to in kindergarten only as a penis or a vagina. Now you have to call them girl dicks or front holes. You don't associate with anyone outside of the trans cult, but all transphobes are to be ignored. If not ignored, then insulted. Kind of like in the comments in my last video. So there's a whole list of words you're not allowed to say or even think for fear of upsetting the great trans tool, the blue and shining tumbler. If someone says one of the forbidden words, not within the contextual use, but the word's original intended meaning, you're in trouble. Expect to be reprimanded by the legion of trans trenders who jump at any opportunity to tell you what you did wrong and why. If you say any of the unforgivable phrases to anyone within the trans cult, here's how you get excommunicated, and this has happened to me, this has happened to multiple other women I know. Here's how you get excommunicated from their elite club. The legion of exceptional and flawless trans heroes. 1, you get bitched out by whoever you said it to. Now you're a terrible person for not being accepting of others' chosen lifestyles when it has nothing to do with the future excommunicated TERF, even though you are friends. So like you're doing these hateful things like to your friends. It's not very friendly. So when finished bitching out at, delete the now outed TERF from all social media platforms, and don't forget to delete her phone number. Alert everyone else in the cult everyone you can reach. Of this person's now outed TERF status. Everyone needs to know how much of a bigot she is, so even if they know her, can avoid her. But if you want, you can bitch her out too, even though this step is optional. If you don't bitch her out, make sure you never speak to or associate with her in any way. Ghosting on her is acceptable. If she contacts you, don't respond, for she is the evil now outed TERF and your entire social group does not communicate with her. Duh. You're not allowed to be friends with TERFs, SWERFs, or Smurfs. Isolation is key, encouraged and expected. You must move to a city. Oh, this is a step when you're in the trans cult. So, you gotta get yourself isolated once you're in the cult. You have to move to a city where people are accepting and or tolerant of trans folks. If you're not able to move, do your best where you are. But if everyone where you are is transphobic, you may have to isolate in near solitary confinement in your own home or your parents' home. You're encouraged to be weak, get upset at being misgendered. Multiple only other natural questions, for example, a child asking them if she is a girl or a boy. But questions like these are off limits to ask for toddlers and adults, you transphobe. The true trans doctrine way of thinking must constantly be upheld. It is never to be differentiated from, ever. Even if you try to branch out, you risk being labeled as a TERF or a transphobe. Best upheld by talking to other trans people, likely online, most likely Tumblr. So here's a list of words they have. I came up with 62 words that they actually don't use properly, but they use it in their own kind of trans lingo. And I'll just read them, and then we'll get to the comments, because they're hilarious. Okay. Front hole, girl dick, top surgery, cis scum, transphobia, transphobic, TERF, SWERF, bigot, actual or literal violence, dysphoria, trans, cis sexist, lesbian, gay, cis male, cis female, cis people, trans, I already said transphobe, okay, biology, science, male, female, bottom surgery, Kickstarter, GoFundMe, heterosexual or straight, femme, girly, presenting, Z, hair, non-binary, I guess NB is in there too, but spelled out as a word. Female-bodied parent. Tina Brandon, you're actually supposed to call her Brandon Tina. I'm going to make another video about her, by the way, but not this video. Marsha P. Johnson. AMAB, AFAB. Gorgeous, flawless, beautiful, pretty. Cis-washing, transition, self-care, validate, son, daughter, trigger, identity, menstruation, menstruator, birthing parent, feeling, mental illness, passing, concealing, vagina fetishist, front butt, misgender, and pronouns. I'm sure there are a lot more, but I just don't know what they are off the top of my head, because I left the trans cult a long time ago, bitches. Okay, so I'm just going to read these comments. Oh, fuck. One of them was deleted, I think. Oh, fuck. I was gonna... You know what? It was deleted because I said, thank you for being a really great example of exactly what the trans cult is. But we'll just do another one. By the way, just a, friendly reminder, you guys. So... It's probably, not a good idea to make your username your legal first and last name. For, job purposes, legal purposes, you should avoid doing that. But I guess that's another issue entirely. So, fuck, I should have screenshot that other one. Oh, well, too late. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'll just read the other one that I was going to read anyway. Okay, so this says, wow, the fact that you can sit here and dictate what is and isn't a woman and then say that's not hate speech is astounding. Okay, well, I actually know what a woman is because I am one. So that's why I can say what a woman is. This guy, I know for a fact, is actually a biological male. So if you're a biological male, you actually can say what a woman is, but that requires you to acknowledge the fact that female is a real sex class, which a lot of men apparently have a hard time doing. Okay. Healthcare? Housing? What about the basic right of being viewed as the human you identify as? You lost all your friends because you have a bigoted... bigots on this list. Point of view. Also, the cop-out of saying, yes, there's still people who have needs and deserve basic rights, yet you don't recognize them as who they are, as who they believe they are, is disgusting. You think you're a victim of misogyny? Actually, I am, dude. Because I'm a woman. Have you ever been raped by a man? As a woman? Have you ever been chased in the street in a city you don't fucking know? Because you talked back to a man who was sexist towards you? Have those things happened to you as a woman? Have you been kicked out of a job because you were a woman and you asserted your opinion because you were a woman? I didn't think so. Hold on. Okay, you think you're a victim of misogyny? I am. And in fact, you're one of the major cogs in the machine. All women are women! Caps. It's obvious when someone crosses the line by saying a person isn't who they believe they are. That is bigotry, boys and girls, plain as simple. As a gay black man, hearing you talk about having to hide, dear God, shut the fuck up. That would be misogyny, my darlings. You were in the closet about being a transphobic, entitled, exclusionist pig? Oh no! This is just pure misogyny. They love insulting women and, you know, just disregarding everything we say because we are women. It's really sad. Because at one point, gay men and women were we seemed kind of good quite a while ago, but maybe that was never. Okay. So you weren't oppressed because of your skin color or your sexuality. How do you know I wasn't oppressed because of my sexuality? You don't know me that well, dude. The last time we fucking talked was more than 10 years ago. So I don't know what you're going on about this. And actually, I have been catcalled and treated in ways that are completely not acceptable because people mistook me for an Asian person. Those things are so bad that were said to me, I'm not even gonna fucking repeat them on camera. But like, I'm not even, it doesn't even matter if I'm fucking Asian or not because it's not okay to say those things to people. Ever. But rather for an opinion you have that excludes a specific type of person from being recognized as the human being they believe they are? Cry me a river. You're just obviously so starved for attention that you want to claim some kind of oppression rather than supporting all women. You have to be some special victim. Boo-hoo. Disgusting. All women are women. To exclude one specific type of women is to induce misogyny. Bruv, you don't know what misogyny is. That should have been on this list. I don't know why I didn't put it there, but you don't know what misogyny is, clearly, if you think that trans women are actual women because they're men. You're not clear on the lingo, buddy. Okay. No one can tell a woman who she is. That's actually true. So it's so funny that you called me a bigot earlier, and you said that I wasn't oppressed for my sexuality earlier in your same goddamn comment. All women are women! Yeah, so I'm used to that shit. But I want to get serious now. So, people are, glorifying mental illness as being normal, especially when it comes to the trans cult and to trans people, and that's actually harming them a lot. And I'm going to leave a link down below of this guy who is clearly mentally ill, okay? He's clearly just not functioning correctly in his mind, and they put him on TV because he's a really great TV character, especially for, early noughties reality television. But that guy is out of it, okay? And, you know, playing into his delusions of grandeur is harming him and probably has harmed him. And I wonder if that guy is even okay, honestly. And when we do these things like play into the trans cult and play into people's fantasies for their gender identities, we're really hurting them. It's not how you help someone. That's how you harm someone. And, you know, they're being totally misled. These people are not in good shape mentally. They're in bad shape mentally. And that's probably why their entire fucking cult is based on abuse and abusing others. And they think that by coming at you with all these hateful messages, you're gonna just like up and change your mind. But they don't expect you to up and change your mind. They expect you to like give a letter of apology. I've seen that happen a million fucking times. So I'm going to leave that link below of Ian Bernardo, who's the guy that this happened to. I'm also going to leave some links below that for anyone who's commenting that thinks a trans woman is a woman. Because I think you should get those basics out of the way before you, like, talk on what a woman is. Okay? Okay, great to talk. I love you all. Bye.